So today's video is gonna be a continuation of the last video. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, this is what I'm doing. I want to surprise my mom on her birthday, but the only problem, I'm still not yet profitable and I'm still broke. But for 2 years now, that cannot be an excuse no more. So I'm trading specifically to surprise my mom on her birthday, and I'm literally trading this account with Funny Pips, right? So I'm still on phase one. And a quick update, guys, I've been on a drawdown since Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I've been on a crazy drawdown, right? And I actually started in profit, but shit, it went sideways. But I actually managed to recover. I think yesterday was a Thursday. Today is a Friday. So I'm currently down around $10 from being down around $80, right? I bet we're back to break even right now. So basically now the aim is making money, right? And we're back to ground zero, which is a bit wasteful, I would say, because the markets have really been beautiful for the past days, but I had some psychological problems, um which I'm gonna mention to you guys in a minute, right? So basically today is a Friday. Well, I actually managed to take some beautiful trades yesterday, but I didn't take profit of none, right? So for example, there's something that I wanted to show you guys, right? So you can see that I took this this is a USD card. I took this buy right around this, I think this area right here when this candlestick was pushing, right? So basically this is the 1 hourly time frame, right? And by the way, this is something that I want to tell you guys, right? I've been trading on the 15-minute. I analyze on the 4 hourly, go on to the 1 hourly, take entries on the 15-minute, but I usually lock in on the 15-minute, right? And this is the reason I've actually been on a drawdown. The problem is that whenever you lock in on a lower time frame, you are going to get confused between a lower time frame trend and a higher time frame trend, right? And this is actually something that I've came to notice, right? Because for the past days I've been misfiring, right, from the higher time frame trends and the lower time frame trends. Reason being, I was always locked in on the 15-minute, right? Because whenever you look onto the 15-minute, it looks obvious, like it's a trend, because I'm a trend follower, right? So when you look on those lower time frames, it looks like that is the obvious trend, but then on the higher time frame, there is always a lower trend. Now for example, if you look at this on the 5-minute or on the 15-minute, right, depending on the type of trader that you are. Personally, I'm a day trader, right? But if you look at this on the 15-minute, just this, it may look as a downtrend to you, right? But then without the high time frame confluence, which is giving you what, high low, high low, obviously we're going in for what, for a higher high, right? Because you can see that the sequence was from a high, we're going for a lower, for a higher low, from a high, a higher low, from a higher high, obviously little bit of pullback and then push. I actually exited this trade on break even, right? As you guys can see right there, I exited this trade on break even. Reason being is, if you're holding trades overnight, this is something that has happened to me, right? If you are trading with a profile, like, and you hold those trades overnight, right, and that trade pulls back to your entry point 8 times out of 10, it's gonna stop you out. So basically the reason is liquidity, right? So the market tends to widen, it spreads. Now let me show you guys. For example, when you look at this trade, right, when you hold in trades overnight, per se, that's the Asian session, because most of I believe Asian session in Africa is usually during the night, right? So we usually hold these trades over the night, which is Asian session, and then in the morning or in the afternoon we come in for London, and then late evening we come in for New York session, right? So basically when prices, for example, when you look at this price action, when prices pull back to this entry point, right, during the night or the Asian session, right, market tends to widen its spreads in order to grab liquidity, right? So when it widens its spread, that means that from the market's perspective, when just the spread reaches your stop loss level, it's gonna grab your liquidity in order for it to continue towards the upside or any side. The market widens its spread and then takes a couple stop losses that are caught right around this area, or takes a couple stop losses that are caught above in order to continue towards its direction. You feel me? That's basically the reason I actually closed this trade, because whenever I'm trading with prop firms, I haven't had a successful trade holding a trade overnight. It's never been successful. It's something that I've done over and over and over again. And literally the markets go towards my side, but nothing comes out. So I decided not to hold trades again. If I enter into London session, if I don't close during London session, I make sure that I close during New York. All right, so back to the topic. Today is a Friday. It's Friday then, it's Saturday, Sunday. We have NFP. We actually have a couple of news today. So today is gonna be wild. I usually don't trade on those days that have big news. For example, NFP, CPI, and those high impact news. I usually don't trade those days. If I'm to trade, I'm gonna be trading only London session, probably late New York when New York is actually ending, right? So basically, what's up? For those of you guys that don't know me, my name is Bed. And what I do on this channel, I document my trading journey, talk about the highs and lows of trading, right? But the reason I actually created this channel is because as traders, we usually go through a lot, right? And 8 times out of 10, it always feels like the market is out to get you. Reason being because it looks like on social media, other traders are winning except you, right? And that's something that I thought wasn't right, and I decided to document my trading journey. And as I told you guys, I've been on a crazy drawdown for the whole of this week, right? I literally just pulled back to break even literally yesterday, and that's the reason I actually decided to quit these Telegram channels. I actually do follow traders, but you shouldn't actually really get carried away in somebody's grind, right? Just because he making money doesn't mean that you automatically gotta make money. You feel me? And understand that you ain't in this alone. What you're going through is what I'm going through. That's why I decided to actually make this channel, because as traders, at times it feels like the market is coming for you. It's always chasing your stop losses. You always not hitting TP. The market hates you. Da da da. I think they know where I put my stop losses, but it's a whole bunch of us that are hunted by the market. So I'm listening. We shouldn't really put the blame on the market at the end of the day. Analyze ourselves, understand what we're doing wrong, and I promise you we're gonna make it, right? So basically, I'm gonna go ahead and make some analysis, and I'm probably finna get back to you guys when I get a trade. Let's get it.
There's a moment in every fight where the crowd goes quiet, where it's just you, the opponent, and the voice in your head saying, "This is too much." But champions don't listen to that voice. They dig deeper. They find one more punch.
One eternity later.
So I'm done analyzing. I'm looking for some USD buys, and on the other hand, I'm looking for some USD CAD buys, right? And so when I get the trade, I'm gonna be updating you guys in a minute. On another note, I'm expecting bearishness on the NF because we have reduced numbers on the non-farm payrolls. So basically, why I'm saying I'm expecting bearishness is because let me show you guys real quick. Alright guys, so this is what I was talking about. So today we have two news, right? We have unemployment rate and non-farm payrolls, right? These are all job news, right? These are jobs that the government issues out, and then these are the people that are actually unemployed, right? So is the unemployment rate going high, or is the unemployment rate going low? Is the government issuing out enough jobs, or is the government not issuing out enough jobs, right? So basically we can see right here that we had a 227, these are basis points, and then a 160, right? So when you look at the forecast and the previous numbers that were actually given out, you can see that this is a huge decrease. And what this actually says to me, the way that I actually understand the fundamentals is that by any means, right, if this number goes closer to this number, we are going to have bullishness, right? But you can see that if the forecast is 160, usually these forecasts are actually closer, right? But when the forecast is really far from the previous numbers, that means that there is a huge indicator that there has been a reduction in any of the fundamentals that is dropping, right? So we can see that we have a reduction, right? We had a 227 and a 160. So basically, this is bearishness expected, right? Now, when we look at this, we had a 4.2 and the forecast is also 4.2. So basically we would say that there is no change according to the forecast, right? So if it remains as it is, because this is something that is analyzed by professionals, right? It's something that is analyzed by professionals. So if by any means there is no difference in the unemployment rate, then that means that the impact is going to remain on the non-farm payrolls, right? Usually whenever you see news doing da 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 like this, going up, going down, that means that there has been two news colliding with each other, right?
12 seconds later.
Alright guys, so if we just had the first trade on US oil, I was actually getting these buys yesterday, but I exited this trade. Well, this is actually the first candlestick of London Open. I would say I've gotten in a bit early because this is the first candlestick of London Open, but you can see that this market has already been bullish and sellers try to drop in, fail. They try to drop in again, fail. They try to drop in again, fail. Then breakout, retest, then bam. I'm expecting prices to at least hit this 1 to 2, and I'm gonna be updating you guys in a minute.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, so this is how the trade is performing. This is US oil. I've currently increased my take profit up until this zone. Cars, I don't know, but I've increased my take profits, which is crazy. But I'm gonna be watching this closely. I may actually close around this area, so basically it ain't really nothing much. So let's wait and see how this trade performs, and I'm gonna be updating you guys in a minute.
12 seconds later.
Okay, guys, prices have approached my zone, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change my stop loss and then put it around this area. Let me do that real quick. Alright, bet. So let me first change this. Alright, so let me first change the stop loss, which is around there, and put it just below this candlestick, right? It's actually crazy that it's only giving us $26, right? So let's wait and see how this trade, because prices have actually reached my resistance, which I had analyzed at first, right? So let's just be patient and see. Yeah, let's just be patient and see what happens with this.
Eventually.
Alright guys, so I've exited this trade right around this area where prices may push, but around this area I expect a bit of a resistance, right? So I've exited right around this area, made around $60 something. So basically I'm out. I'll be updating you guys if I do get in on any trade. Let's get it. Alright guys, so this is actually the US oil trade that I took. Look at what prices has done. Literally it has broke out to the skies, and this is prior to the news. You can see that we're still in London session. We ain't yet in. We just have around 1 hour to actually go to New York session, right? And the news is not yet released, but prices has plummeted towards the upside. Literally, if I actually just held a little bit, I could have doubled the amount that I could have made $150 just on this trade, right? Because look, I took profit right here. This was just a 1 to 2, which I usually go for. But if I just held this just for just 1 hour, I could have doubled this. So basically that's just crazy, right? So I just wanted to show you guys what has happened with this. So basically it's all good. I'm still waiting to see if I could get into any trade, and I'll be updating you guys if I do get any trade.
1 hour later.
Alright guys, so NFP has actually came out. It has been bullish for the USD, unlike what I actually expected, right? So basically let's look at the numbers. Well, you can see that the numbers have actually increased from the forecast, right? So the forecast was a lie, right? So for traders like us that follow this forecast, it fucked us up, right? So you can see that the forecast was indicating bearishness in the USD, but then the numbers have actually increased way more higher than the previous numbers. So this is actually the reason why the NFP has been bearish. So for those of you guys that don't understand these numbers, I hope this actually makes some sense, right? Now, for example, we have at 15, we have Michigan consumer sentiment. Well, this is not
a high impact news, but we can see that we have a decrease from the previous numbers that were given out, right? So we may expect some bearishness, right? But from what we've received today, I think we ain't expecting anything more, right? So basically the numbers have disappointed us because it was indicating crazy bearishness, but then what has come out has been crazy bullishness for the USD. If I could show you guys real quick, you can see what has happened. This is actually the 1 hourly. So movement like this on the 1 hourly time frame, you can see I'm on the 1 hourly time frame right there. So if this 1 hour candlestick has engulfed all these, literally this is like since Wednesday prices has been consolidating in this area, feel me? So other than that, it has broken out. So let's wait and see what follows up from this crazy breakout. If we do get a pullback right around this area, never know, the USD may actually continue pushing towards the upside, because overall it's been in a crazy uptrend. If you guys have been following the DXY or the dollar index, right? So basically this is what's up. The numbers have disappointed us.
Alright guys, so I've actually failed to get a trade and it's running late. So I think I'm done for the day. Movement around $48 as you guys can see right there. I'm gonna catch up to you guys in the next video. So without no further ado, if you haven't hit the subscribe button, be sure to hit the subscribe button because we're soon hitting 500 subscribers, right? So be sure to hit the subscribe button and I'm gonna see you guys in a minute. Let's get it.